ready for episode 2. Well, not really ready, but we figured we better record something while we can have a chance to.
Come on.
You gonna come say hi?
No, leave it.
And that's how it
And
goes.
this is why we haven't recorded in days.
Yes.
Can you say hi?
Hi.
This is Rue.
This is our 3rd day officially full-time
Yes.
RV.
Tonight is our 3rd night
Yep.
staying in the RV.
I see Dada.
Yeah, Dada. So just to let you know, it has been hectic and chaotic and super busy.
Yeah.
Everything took longer than we thought.
Chippy.
Getting the house ready, and it took. Let me get her adjusted here. Sorry for the shaking. I apologize for that. Okay. Talk. Okay. All right. So things took a lot longer than we thought. A lot more work to get the house sold, get everything cleaned up, get everything moved out. We had to get a ton of stuff into storage. We had to get stuff into the trailer. And then we sold some stuff at a yard sale and gave some stuff away to friends and family.
It's been work.
A lot of work all the way up to the last day. So the first night we stayed at the fairgrounds. Yeah, the Evergreen State Fairgrounds here in Washington for the first night. And then we came over here to the Thunderbird RV Resort where we're going to stay for 4 nights. After that, we're going to go stay with some friends for a few nights, and then we're going to head towards Leavenworth, Washington for another 4 nights out there. After that, we don't know yet. We're not leaving Washington yet. We're going to be here for a little while. We have some administrative stuff to finish up and take care of. So we'll be here for a little bit. But Steph, why don't you talk about some initial impressions or initial things you've noticed with RV living, even though it's only the 3rd night. Okay.
I think it's like the honeymoon phase.
Yeah.
It's still fun. It still feels like vacation.
Okay, so we tried doing this with the baby, one of the
Doesn't
babies.
work.
Doesn't work. So we will catch you guys a little later tonight. We're gonna put him to sleep, and then we'll cut the fan and everything so you can hear us, and we'll try it again then. So until then, we'll see you guys in a little bit. Bye. Hey guys, we're back. It hasn't been the next day when we were gonna finish the recording. It's been a couple days. But I'll tell you, I'm trying to get these videos done and adjusting to this new lifestyle. It's been a challenge. So, while we're talking about that, we are currently at the Thunderbird RV Resort, and this is our last night. Tonight will be our last night here, and then tomorrow we're gonna pack up. So far, we stayed at the Evergreen Fairgrounds in Monroe, Washington for the first night till we could check in here, and we were here for 4 nights. Tonight will be our 4th, and then tomorrow we're gonna pack up and head up towards the mountains, up Highway 2, and do some boondocking up there somewhere. We have a general idea of where we're gonna go, but this is gonna be our first attempt at just
Winging it?
Yeah. So the plan for tomorrow will be to kind of get everything ready for boondocking, get all the supplies we need: water, fuel for the generator, fill the freshwater tank in the rig, and hopefully we remember everything we got to do and have everything we're going to need. So that's kind of in a nutshell of what we're going to be doing in the near future. There is another Thousand Trails resort that we're going to stay in up near Stevens Pass after the boondocking for a few nights. And then after that, we're going to boondock a couple nights on the way down to JBLM, the military base down near Tacoma, Washington, where we're going to stay a week out there on American Lake. So that's kind of our
winging it.
That's all we're gonna. We didn't want to get into this. We got to get everything reserved and planned ahead of time for 6 months out. I've heard that if you try to do that, if something goes wrong, then
it just puts too much stress on you.
Yeah, and it cascades. All your reservations need to be changed or bumped or moved, and so we're just gonna try to wing it and see how that goes. So since we've been in the RV, there's little things that we've learned that we have to probably do a little differently. Our planning wasn't exactly on as far as shopping goes. Steph did the first grocery shopping trip since we've been in the RV trailer, and why don't you talk about that and how that went and things you've noticed?
Well, I wasn't gonna get a lot of stuff, and I had Ava in the car seat in the cart, so I was just stacking stuff around her. Didn't look like a lot. So we put it all out on the conveyor belt and paid for it, and then I looked at Paisley and I was like, where the heck are we gonna put all this stuff? It ended up working out fine, but don't go hungry because we have a lot of snacks that aren't healthy. Also, the size of your stuff. The fridge doesn't look tiny from the outside, but so let's, for example, this is the ketchup that we typically have at our home. It's not been opened. We brought it from our house. Well, it takes up so much room. So this is the ketchup that now we need to buy. Big difference. We're gonna go grocery shopping every 4 to 7 days, so we really don't need giant Costco sizes.
Because before, I think we loved Costco before. We were big Costco shoppers.
I still love Costco.
Shoppers.
It's
right.
sad.
Yeah. It's just the quantities there. The size of stuff it just doesn't work in this trailer.
No, we don't have a garage. We don't have a full-size fridge.
No.
So that's been adjusting, and we have to adjust to that.
Don't you feel like, though, because we'll have to go more frequently now, it's kind of like a cool little like thing to do, like go to the grocery store. It's kind of like an event, you know, something.
It breaks up the being at the campsite or in the trailer, which we're not bored. It hasn't even been a week. There's been really no boredom. It's really trying to find a routine. The kids want to wake up and go straight outside, and that's not going to work because we need to brush teeth, and actually Rue doesn't want to get dressed to go outside.
Yes.
But yeah, that's been...
It's imagine if so when you go on a camping trip or a camping weekend or a camping week for vacation or something, it's kind of chaos. The kids have no routine. Guys on Harleys ride by when you're trying to shoot a video, and it just seems like vacation mode. There's no real schedule, and you never fully get adjusted. We're right, because it's just wild and free on vacation, right? That's not going to work here in the trailer as we transition to full-time living in it.
Yeah.
We've got to learn that it's not always going to be vacation mode.
There's chores.
Yes, exactly. Now it is going to be vacation initially. We're going to try to really do some fun stuff and help the kids transition in to the trailer.
They've been pretty good.
They
it's
have.
the little girls that are having the
babies.
hardest time. Mostly Ava.
Yes.
She's kind of a crabby one.
Yes. And we also have a German Shepherd with us, Luna, and she's actually at the vet today. Yes, she's getting spayed today. We went through one cycle with her, and that was quite enough in a house that was difficult to manage. I couldn't imagine doing it in a trailer.
Yeah.
So we're getting her spayed today, getting her up to date on her shots and her flea treatments and all that, and get her road ready with us while we're still here in town. So we've got that going on with the puppy today, and you know, tomorrow, I guess tomorrow we're gonna, so we leave tomorrow morning, so I think tonight we're going to start getting stuff prepped and ready, so that we don't have a lot to do in the morning. I think that's just gonna make the transition a little easier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been fun.
Yeah.
It's different.
Like it's totally different, but what are your initial impressions of just being in the trailer now, no longer a house to go into?
Okay, so when you actually think about it, at moments it's slightly frightening to think that because we've never not had a stick-built home as our home base. So when you actually think, oh my goodness, we don't have anywhere to go back to, for a moment it's frightening, but then it's exciting because you're like, it's time, we need a change. It's exciting, we're all together, but one of the biggest things is that it's, up until this point, it's our lives were go, things were scheduled, he had to go to work, cram everything in the evenings and the weekends.
Yes.
So I feel like even though, what is this, the 4th day total? 5th day.
5th day.
5th day total, not being in the house, it's been hard to just slow down and remember that you don't really have this set schedule. You don't have any place to be at a certain time. We don't have to rush all this in because he has to get ready for work, or it's just, so that it's nice, but it's also, we're putting stress on ourselves from just our old routine.
Yeah, it's kind
in
of
our
we've
old
kind of brought
ways.
it over, carried it over with
Yeah.
us some, and
Yeah.
we're learning that we don't need to. We don't
No.
have to worry about that.
We don't
stuff.
need to be stressed out about.
There's no set time to get up and out of the house.
Yeah.
No set time to get in the trailer and go to bed.
no weekends to cram every family
Yeah.
event in.
Yeah.
You get to do it every day.
Yeah.
So that's.
Yeah.
I think that's just been a challenge to just stop and just remember that that this is life.
Yeah.
This is our life.
Amen. Amen.
So there's been a lot of kinks. It hasn't been as easy
No, I mean,
as we thought it would be to transition. We're all used to being together a lot, but when you throw in the fact that you don't get that time after the babies go to bed to just chill, or you really don't have downtime without the kids,
right.
which is, I mean, I'm more used to it than he is.
Yeah.
So that's it. There's a lot of adjusting, but
Yes.
things that we didn't think that we'd have to adjust to is, I think, what we're being faced with right now.
Yeah.
Challenges that we weren't expecting to face.
Right.
So
And this is we're still within our first week of this, so we
Yeah.
have no idea what's even coming up. I mean, we're excited. We'll get through it.
yes,
You know, and I'll tell you, one thing that we really need to do now is pray more, keep God involved, because
He
through
brought us
Him,
here.
yeah, through Him, we can get through anything, and nothing's too much
Yeah.
of a challenge. We need to learn to give each other grace, forgiveness.
yeah,
Yeah, and I think if we do that, we'll be just fine. One other thing I'll leave with is, for me, this has been such a shifting in gears for me that I am so appreciative of the fact that I can get up in the morning, and I have like a 30 minutes to an hour sometimes now in the morning when I have a cup of coffee and I take Luna out for a walk, and
before anybody else gets up.
before anybody's up, the sun's rising. You know, it's such a great time to spend with my puppy and just kind of reflect on things, speak to God, pray, and just start your day. Like I can't remember the last time I felt that.
That you were able to slow down enough.
Yes, at peace and clear-minded to just do that. And
Yeah.
so that, I think, is going to be such a blessing for my health, my mental health, my physical health. I mean, everything, really. Not that there's anything wrong.
Our
but-
family health as a whole.
Yeah, yes. And so, you know, that's our update so far. You know, I hope this didn't bore you too much. And we'll try to get the next video out a little sooner than this one.
Maybe each destination. That would be fun.
That'd be kind of cool. Yeah, yeah.
And we'll start showing you kind of what we're doing.
Yeah, we'd like to get some videos
where we're
of,
going.
yeah.
It's kind of hectic
Mhm.
with all the kids. Everybody
Yes.
wants to do something different. And
It's busy, but in like it's all good busy.
yeah.
Like, I want to go hike, I want to go ride bikes, I want to go swing on the swing or slide on the
the
slide. It's like
playground.
fun stuff that
Yeah.
you're busy with, not, you know, boring stuff or chores or, you know,
Tomorrow's
work.
chores. Tomorrow
Yeah,
we do chores.
tomorrow's a
Tomorrow
chore
I
day.
get to go to the laundromat.
Mhm.
For
Oh,
the
that's
first
going to be
time.
interesting. Yes, you
I
had
can
to
only
get.
take one kid
footage of that.
because of the COVID stuff, but at least all of my laundry will get done in one shot.
Yeah.
I won't sit in a
Yep.
hamper for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
So we're just living, working out the kinks as we go.
Living that joyful journey, right?
Not as much joy in the beginning as I thought was going to be here, but
Yes, it'll get there.
It's
We're learning.
coming.
We're learning. So it'll be fun. Well, thanks for joining us today. We hope it wasn't too boring for you. We hope you liked the video. And if you do want to see more, you know, give us a thumbs up, drop us a comment, subscribe if you haven't. We'd love to hear your comments or advice on anything we've talked about.
but be nice.
It'd be nice if she'll come after you. No, don't make us turn comments off, please. We love you guys. You know, God bless you all.
We miss you.
And we miss Mountain Valley Chapel. We miss all of you there, our church family, Pastor Brian, Danelle, all of you guys. I mean, we consider, you know what? All of you guys. We love you guys. Have a blessed day, and we'll see you next time.